Welcome to Scrum Masters Elite _UK. If you're passionate about insightful rugby analysis, be sure to subscribe to the channel.
Did Siya Kolisi give very high praise to Jamie George? No, in this case, it was Tom Curry, a player he has faced many times in big matches. What is admirable is that Kolisi does not view Curry as an opponent to be defeated at all costs, but rather as an outstanding athlete worthy of respect. When he says that Curry is one of the toughest opponents he has ever faced, and recalls their encounters from 2018 through the 2019 Rugby World Cup final, I can feel the sincerity in every word. A true champion is not afraid to acknowledge the ability of their opponents, because they understand that only by facing strong rivals can they grow and push themselves to higher limits. This makes me think a lot. In life, we sometimes tend to see people who are better than us as threats or try to deny their achievements. But Kolisi presents a completely different perspective. Recognizing others' talent does not diminish our own value. Instead, it reflects confidence and strength of character.
Mutual respect is what creates beautiful competition, where everyone strives to improve themselves rather than simply trying to bring others down. One point that particularly impressed me was how Kolisi handled a question related to the controversial 2023 incident between Tom Curry and Bongi Mbonambi. Instead of letting the past dominate the press conference or reopening debates that had already attracted so much attention, he stated clearly that he was no longer focused on that issue and emphasized that this was a new match. In my view, this is a very professional approach. Sport always has collisions, controversies, and sensitive moments, but if we keep carrying the past with us, it becomes very difficult to move toward the future. Kolisi's remark that constantly dwelling on past issues prevents the mind from focusing on the match gives me a very practical lesson. This applies not only in sports but also in work and everyday life. If people remain trapped in past failures, misunderstandings, or conflicts, they lose the opportunity to perform well in the present.
The past can help us learn lessons, but it should not become a burden that prevents us from moving forward. What I deeply admire is Kolisi's humility when speaking about the position of the South African team. Although the Springboks are highly rated due to home advantage and their world ranking, he rejects the idea that his team is guaranteed to win. Instead, he emphasizes that the whole squad prepares seriously because they understand what it feels like to lose. In my opinion, this is the mindset of great teams. The strongest sides do not enter matches with overconfidence because they know that even a single lapse can erase all advantages. Confidence is necessary, but arrogance is dangerous. Kolisi shows the difference between the two. He trusts his teammates and their preparation process, but still shows maximum respect for the opponent. I also really like how Kolisi analyzes the England team. Even though England national rugby union team had not experienced the best Six Nations campaign, he does not underestimate them at all.
Instead, he refers to their match against France to show that results alone do not fully reflect a team's true strength. This makes me realize that judging someone based on a few defeats is very one-sided. Every team, every individual, goes through ups and downs, and what matters is how strongly they can come back. Kolisi also recalls the 2023 Rugby World Cup semi-final as a reminder that if the game plan is not executed properly, the England team is fully capable of causing serious problems. I see this as the awareness of a captain who always puts the collective interest first. He does not let past achievements create complacency, but instead turns those experiences into lessons to better prepare the team. Beyond technical aspects, Kolisi's comments on pressure also made me reflect. He believes pressure always exists and that feeling it is not negative, because it pushes the team forward. This is a very realistic view. In life, many people want to work in a completely stress-free environment. But in reality, a certain level of pressure can help people become more focused, disciplined, and motivated to achieve their goals. The biggest lesson I take for myself is to always stay focused on the present.
Past success does not guarantee future victory, and past failures do not permanently determine future outcomes. What matters most is preparation, a growth mindset, and a serious attitude toward everything we do. I also learned that respecting opponents does not make us weaker. Instead, it helps us see reality clearly and continuously improve. For fans, I think the most important message is to enjoy matches with a positive sporting spirit. People may support different teams, but competition only becomes meaningful when it is accompanied by respect. Past controversies should not become a reason to foster hostility. What matters most is the performance on the field, where players prove themselves through effort, teamwork, and dedication. Finally, Kolisi's words reinforce my belief that the qualities of a captain are not only shown in lifting trophies or leading on the pitch, but also in how they spread positivity, humility, and responsibility through their words. This is the image of a leader who guides a team towards shared goals, respects opponents, is not controlled by the past, and is always ready to face challenges with serious preparation. These are the values that remain with fans in the long run, beyond the result of any single match.
Goodbye from Scrum Masters Elite _UK. Respect your opponents, focus on the present, strive for greatness.